The Miami Dolphins have been searching and searching and searching some more for a starting quarterback who would have the franchise caliber attached to his name since Dan Marino retired after the 1999 season, 16 in all, and oh boy, not good. And now we don't know what the plan is. They have finally given up on Ryan Tannehill, who had 7 years to prove that he could be a franchise quarterback. Now he's out. Ryan Fitzpatrick is in with a 2-year contract, reported base value of $11 million. That is peanuts as starting quarterback contracts go, but we don't even know whether he's going to be the starting quarterback, Chris. He may be the placeholder for whoever they end up with in the draft. And they had to sign somebody. They had to have somebody who was the plausible starter, so it isn't obvious going into the draft that they're going to draft a quarterback, because then at number 13, they're going to get leapfrogged by somebody for the quarterback that they want. So smart move to have Fitzpatrick, smart move to have a guy who has played well. He gets criticized a lot, but my God, early last year he was spectacular, and he's better than whatever other options they had on the roster. So now they have a bird in the hand, and we'll see what they do on draft day.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there wasn't a lot of options out there in free agency. Once Teddy Bridgewater said no, we knew they weren't going to bring back Ryan Tannehill. So, you know, to what you're saying, yes, I think it was a very smart decision to bring a guy in like Ryan Fitzpatrick. Gives them some wiggle room. I mean, they are at number 13 in the NFL draft. Certainly can be in prime position to get one of these quarterbacks. Maybe not Kyler Murray. They're going to have to make moves if they want to get Kyler Murray and get up to the first, second, third pick probably. But, you know, does a Dwayne Haskins, does a Drew Lock, are they around at 13? I think there's a good chance. I wouldn't have said that a few weeks ago, but I think as I sort through the draft more and more, there is a good chance that I think one of those two might be on the board. Jacksonville at 7, I don't think they're going to be drafting a quarterback there this year. It's really about the Giants at 6 right now as the team that's really the obvious team that might be in the quarterback conversation, and I don't think there's any guarantee they'll take a quarterback at 6. So the Dolphins, yes, you get this because you got a guy, okay, we got our starting quarterback. Now they can figure out what they want to do with the quarterback situation going forward into their future.
And the thing with the Ryan Tannehill deal, look, I thought they were just going to cut him, and they didn't need to keep him around. There's no guaranteed money in his deal as it stood before Friday, but they found somebody who would take him in trade, but that team wanted the Dolphins to pay part of his salary, even though the Dolphins were on the hook for nothing guaranteed. So ultimately what the Dolphins did, they dumped Ryan Tannehill, and they bought a 4th-round pick in 2020 for $5 million because they're paying $5 million of Ryan Tannehill's new salary of $7 million fully guaranteed. The Titans get a backup quarterback for $2 million, and Ryan Tannehill, better than Blaine Gabbert. They were going to pay Gabbert $1.5 million.
Right.
I'll pay $2 million to Tannehill because if Tannehill's healthy, he's not horrible. He's actually pretty good. The problem is he can't stay healthy.
Right.
But you only need him to be healthy 1 or 2 games in the full year. And think about it. If they had a better backup last year, Chris, when Marcus Mariota missed a couple of games, they're a playoff team. They're a contending team.
Exactly right. Mike, I'll sit here and say I'm not so sure Ryan Tannehill's not better than Marcus Mariota. They're very similar, so it makes sense for Tennessee to get a guy like Tannehill to be the backup quarterback. They're both very good athletes who play quarterback. That's what I would say about the two guys. I mean, can run. They can do the read option, the bootlegs, play action passes, all that stuff. But Tannehill, I think, is probably a more gifted passer and thrower than Marcus Mariota. But either way, it was a smart move by John Robinson, the GM of the Tennessee Titans, to get a quarterback that's similar skill set to a Mariota. If he does go down, the offense doesn't miss a beat. You don't have to change things around.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.